welcome back to All Good on the Homestead. We've got a glorious 2 days here to work on the property. First time we've had that long. We took Friday off. We had a few things to do, and yeah, now we're gonna get to it. A couple of things we got to do. That log back there's got to come down. But before I mess with that, I need to find out where the edge of the property is. Have I come too far, too close to the property? And do I need to rearrange and maybe go off through here, which would suck. So yeah, let's give it a try. Let's go out there and see where our property is first. Give me some flagging tape and get on it. Okay, I figured it out. You see that palm over there? That is the edge of my property. And see that giant tree over there? That is about it running that way. So instead of going over there, I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna cut my way right through there. So now our direction is more of that. Here comes the time lapse. We have made enough headway that it's time to move you. You see all right there? Yes. Now we're going to go that way. I see 3 big trees that kind of got to come down. Yeah, we got to take off that little one laying on the ground, of course. This scrubby stuff over here. Okay. Time to get at it. That tree right there is hung way up top in some other trees. So I guess what I'm going to try to do is cut a V in it at about 5 or 6 feet and see if I can cut a chunk off and see if it'll fall. Wish me luck.
How about like 4 feet?
Okay, now we take out some littler stuff. Man, we're making good headway today. Although that's pretty tight right there. Something else is going to have to come out of there, isn't it? We'll see. I think. Okay. We're going to do something a little different. Turns out the center of the property where I'm trying to get to make plans is more like over there. So I'm going to get my brush cutter. I'm going to make a trail until I'm at the center of the property. Join you back in a few minutes. So Marianne's drilling some holes in some of these bigger stumps, and we're going to drop some potassium nitrate on them and wet it down, and we'll see if it rots them out. Okay, let's take a walk. We made it to the place. We didn't clear the road to the place, but we made it to the place that we want to put the little shed. So you can see I got a little mangle of trees here. I got to take down that one, maybe that one, definitely those two over there. But once I get past this little gaggle of trees, it's kind of an open route to where we're going to put the shed. I have made a trail. See, we cut through here. We'll leave that tree alone. We'll do this side of it. Down through here. Oh, that's farther than it felt when I was building it. Down through here. To here. This is where the shed shall go. We've already cleared it out. There are no widowmakers up above. Yeah. Beautiful little spot. I wonder if that swamp cabbage is going to give me any trouble. I like it and I'd like to leave it, but if it's an issue with bugs or anything like that, we'll see. Also would be delicious. I forgot to start the camera. Y'all didn't get to see me cut all them trees down. But I dropped this guy right over here, this one over that way, and I've kind of made a mess over there now. Look at that. But we will clear it out and get moving. Look at that one, boy. That's going to be tricky to cut. What I'll do is so here's some logs that will work really good for the cabin. So I got to section them up into 16 footers. But when I cut this guy down, I need to be really careful, because that's under tension. So I gotta be careful about that.
Okay, well that's the end of our day. We are tired now, but we have that log in place for the cabin. And then these logs over here are kind of heavy, or so they seem to us at the end of our long day. So I think we're going to put them right over there and just sort of roll them into place. But if you look over here, we have kind of a straight shot back to where we want to put the little cabin or the little shed and eventually our house. And then later, we'll build the log cabin somewhere back there by the creek. But that's the end of today's work, and we'll see you tomorrow, and we'll see how far down this road we get. Thanks for watching.
Good morning, we are back at it, and I'm excited. There's a lot of work to do this morning, but I think we're going to get to the actual shed site today. I've got to cut down some of these little stuff like that. That's probably fine. I'll leave it be. But I got to cut that. I want to get some of these logs moved. We got some big cabin logs over here like this one. And I think what I'm going to do is cut that down and make a spot right over here to put cabin logs. We'll see. A lot of work. Let's get to it. Time to watch this time lapse. And the next flip will put it right in that hole.
Or it'll knock all of those off and we'll have to start all over.
Yeah.
Hold on. Okay.
Ooh, so impressed with our progress on these 2 days. Let's move you a little closer. I think we're almost done for today, but man, we are within sight of where we're gonna put the shed. It is not even 100 yards right over there. And I'm very excited. Maybe one more day's clearing and we can start on our platform. Before we head out today, I want to get rid of some of these stumps, or start getting rid of some of these stumps. Got me some potassium nitrate. I'm going to pour them in these holes. We'll see how it does. All the stumps have potassium nitrate in them now, some with holes cut into them, some without, because I didn't get to it before the chain gave me a problem today. This is where we were yesterday when we arrived. And now we have made it all the way back here. Back there. Logs for the log cabin. Look at this. Crazy. Well, I would love to have gotten that stump up, but not today. It will have to be another day. And can you see through the trees where that palm tree is? Right over there. That's where I'm going to put my shed, which is going to be our headquarters while we build the cabin and the house. Okay. We've almost got the camp built. It feels really good. The road will go right through there, right over to there. And I don't think there's anything big left. All the big trees are done. Marianne wanted to keep working, but I gotta tell her she's gotta stop.
My shoe broke.
Her shoe broke. She really does. Well, let me see. You ready? Yep, it's time to quit. Both the chains came off, the Jawsaw and the chainsaw, and it just kept coming off. So, yep, time to load all this up and get out of here. Oh, I got to put out some corn though. Let's put out some corn. This woman has covered this log with peanut butter.
We'll see which one works better, peanut butter or potassium nitrate.
And the camera's right there. We shall see what happens.
It was expired peanut butter.
And a trail of corn. The yellow brick road. Okay, thanks for watching. Join us next time.